can have on your overall gut health. Joining us now to talk all about this is Dr. Courtney Washington. Doc, as always, so good to see you. So when it comes to this, what are the new findings when it comes to using antibiotics and negatively impacting your gut?
So antibiotics really are there to treat different bacterial infections. So whenever you take antibiotics, they're absorbed by your gut. We have a whole host of bacteria that are in our gut that help us digest things and make things that we can't make, like vitamin K, and it actually kills some of the good bacteria along with the bad bacteria, leading to inflammation, and that inflammation can also increase your risk of developing irritable bowel syndrome or ulcerative colitis.
And talk about those negative impacts. I mean, we're talking some serious complications there, right?
Correct. So overuse of antibiotics can also lead to drug resistance from the bacteria. So over time, overusing the antibiotics, especially if you don't need it, if you have a sinus infection, always asking for a Z-Pack for everything is not necessarily a good thing. You're killing the bacteria in your gut that you need for survival.
We got to talk about that, Doc, because there's a lot of folks out there that say, hey, I need a Z-Pack. I need those antibiotics for X, Y, and Z. You got to be careful when it comes to that.
You really, really do. Only use it whenever you really, really need it or if it's indicated by your doctor. Overusing these antibiotics leads globally to antibiotic resistance, and we don't have that many antibiotics to choose from. So really try your over-the-counter medications and natural therapies before you rush to get on an antibiotic.
I know you talked about it a little bit there, and I apologize if I make you repeat a little bit of that right there. But for folks out there watching again saying, you know what can I do to better myself to help my overall gut health?
So to overall help your gut health, probiotics, yogurts, those are going to be great to actually promote the production of your good bacteria in your gut. Also taking your multivitamins and eating a well-balanced diet, it all comes back to the food, Daryl.
Absolutely, and you know what, that's a great segue, because before we go, Dr. Washington, you actually have a cookbook out. It's called Low-Carb Comfort, New Orleans Flavors Meets Healthy Living. This is the book right here. Kind of tell us and tell me kind of what this book is all about when it comes to healthy living.
So this book is basically, the first 3 chapters are a guide to help you understand how metabolism works and how to really feed your body the things that it needs to be overall healthy. It also contains a whole bunch of recipes that I make that uses vegetable substitutes instead of your processed foods or your heavy carbs. So eating low carb is actually pretty easy. I do it for my family, my kids, because I'm interested in their overall health, especially preventing cardiovascular disease.
Cardiovascular disease is a big thing, so you got to eat healthy when it comes to that. For our viewers out there watching really quickly, if they want to get one of these copies of the book, where can they go?
They can go on Amazon.com. It is on Amazon. It's 2-day free shipping if you're a Prime member. It's also available on Barnes & Nobles.
All right, Low Carb Comfort, New Orleans Flavor Meets Healthy Living from Dr. Courtney Washington. Get it right there. You heard where she said you can get it from. It's a good book. It's got some really good recipes. Dr. Washington, as always, keeping us healthy and informed. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Daryl.
Yes, ma'am.